All right, everyone, today we're breaking down the legend Kurt Cobain's hair from a different variety of years, and I get a lot of requests for this, and let me know in the comments below, who do you want me to break down? What actor, singer, celebrity, whoever it is, let me know. All right, so the first image, I want you to pay close attention to a couple of things. One is the length down and through here. So this length comes down to about the top of his shoulders. Also, there's not really a lot of layering going on in through here. It's pretty much all one length. The front piece in through here probably comes down to about the lip area. So if you're trying to grow your hair out, I would say make sure this front piece is down to here. Now if you notice in here, and you'll see in other images, it's on a slight angle going down this way. So slightly shorter to longer. So there's a little bit of an angle going on in through here. Same thing on this side and through here. But for the most part, this is mostly one length, maybe with some light layering down into the bottom, but not a whole lot going on. Here's another example of a shorter version. Once again, now the hair is coming down to about right here, the top of, I would say, the shoulders, a little shorter than the last one. And once again, some light layering maybe down in through here. And this part now comes to about right here. So it's a shorter version of the previous one. Very, very easy to maintain, but if you are going to get this haircut, the key is to make sure the layers are down in through here, not up top. It's very, very flat, close to the head, and all the layering is down in through the bottom half. Now in through here, you could see that the one piece is about right here. If I pull this forward, it would be right to, I guess, the lip, as I mentioned before. The reason he's able to tuck it behind the ear and all that is because it's long enough. So if you have, and this literally can just be pulled down out. If you're tucking all your hair behind the ear, all you have to do is pull a piece out. That's all that really matters. That's coming from right here in the middle. Just pull that little piece out and tuck the rest behind the ear. This is probably going back to the older version of the previous one that I showed before. The last one comes down to about the top of the shoulders and through here, and it's pretty much all a one length look. That angle in through here is giving it that look where it looks like it's heavily layered when really it isn't. This is such a cool image of Kurt, and we're going now into his shorter hair phase, and I'll be bouncing around from shorter hair to longer hair. Now, his hair comes probably down to about the bridge of the nose right into the front here, okay? Very important to know that. This is layered, all right? Now, once again, we've got where it's slightly angled down going in through here, and slightly down in through here. Not heavily, there's actually quite a bit of a light disconnection where it's more of like a bang type of style, and then the sides are a bit longer. But all of this, and you can see all these pieces are here, are a bit layered. This is almost like a shag haircut, and I have lots of tutorials here on my channel. Just type in the Salon Guy shag haircut. You can even type in the Salon Guy Kurt Cobain, because I've done actual haircuts of this. But this is all layered in through here, right? In through here, in through the back, but you need to make sure you have the length to do this, okay? Because if you don't have the right haircut, and this is pretty much done on, I would say, straight fine hair. He had pretty much, fine hair, a lot of it though, and that's gonna be able to give you that movement. I'll go over what products I think would suggest. I mean, honestly, Tidal Wave would be ideal for something like this. And just spray Tidal Wave in, blow dry it, and then you can scrunch it around and you'll be able to achieve this type of style. Here's another picture of this to where, once again, you can see the hair comes down to about right here, and then all of this kind of hugs around the ears in through here, almost like a bob almost. So a light disconnection through here. Then I would say it starts about right in through here and the sides, and yeah, you can tuck this behind your ear, but all of this needs to be layered in through here. It's a very wake and wear type of style, very free flowing. Classic Kurt. I mean, this is the classic Kurt Cobain. Now, keep in mind, all these pieces up here, they're going to be a little bit longer because they're not coming from right here. This actually goes all the way over here. These pieces are back up top. So that's why they're a bit longer, right? That's why. So if you shake your head and you have all this tucked behind your ear, these pieces may be able to come down. Now, if you do have sideburns, right? If you have sideburns and you don't want those to be super long, all you need to do is get this hair out of the way, tuck it behind the ear, and just use like a number, 1 guard or a 2 guard just on the sideburn area right to about right here, so that none of this hair actually comes down and falls here, gets too bushy. Just tuck this all behind your ear. And whatever doesn't go behind the ear, that's when you can use the clippers and trimmers. You can do this yourself. Just make sure you're using like a number, maybe a 2 guard or 1 guard, and you can experiment which length you like, and you can do that on both sides. Here's where his hair is probably close to his longest when it comes down, past the shoulders actually. It's past the shoulders here, and it's pretty much all one length. And it looks a little choppy, to be honest with you. If anything, slightly shorter in through here and in through here. And you do that by just creating an angle, a light face frame. Nothing crazy, maybe you could do light layering, but the majority of it is a face frame that cuts shorter down into longer on an angle this way. Okay, so if you're going to your stylist, just show them pictures of Kurt Cobain's hair, or whatever picture you want. That's how I'm getting these images. I'm just searching them, and they're right here on Google here. So just show pictures to your stylist. You have to make sure your hair is long enough. You can't expect to have your hair here and have a haircut like this. It could take a year and a half, right? Almost 2 years to grow your hair this long if you're trying to grow it out. Now, you don't see this image too often, but this is pretty much the shortest I've ever seen his hair, closer to the shorter one I showed before. The length comes about right to here, above the eyebrow slightly. Now, all of this is all layered in through here. This is a more traditional type of layered haircut, kind of bevels around here, so you need to have some length. This is definitely gonna be longer throughout the sides here than the top, but it's all rounded, so you need to make sure if you're getting this haircut, you have to have some length in through here, because it comes down just past the ear. And this is shorter, so it's almost like having bangs or a fringe layered heavily in through here, and then it comes down longer throughout the sides and the back. Here's another great angle of that, another picture you can see. Much shorter and choppier up here, and then the length comes down to here, and even in the back, you can see the length is probably just past the nape line. Now, this is a really cool style. As his hair is growing longer, this is probably from him growing his hair out to those shorter images, and this is actually really, really awesome. So all you need to do is just say that same haircut, right, that he had shorter, just grow it. And if you're going from a lot longer or something like this, the length in through here probably comes down to the bridge of the nose. Again, it's slightly layered, and then the sides and through here and the back are gonna be longer. So it's a bit of a shorter fringe area or bang area, and then it's longer and layered in through here. Very tousled, messy type of look. Perfect product is tidal wave for something like this. Spray it in when it's dry, you can let it, or when it's wet, you can let it air dry, and you'll get this type of look. Again, he's got straight hair, fine texture, and a lot of the times to get this color, it's pretty much colored or bleached, but he was a natural blonde, and this is what happens from just being out in the sun and stuff like that. So, but once again, this is probably one of my favorites from him growing out his shorter style into this look. This is a really awesome style. The length comes down to about right in through here, and you can see it's short in through here and then just slightly goes longer down. A lot of these haircuts are just short bang, short fringe, and then angling it down this way, okay, this way, coming down in through here. All right, all this is heavily layered throughout the top here, and the reason it's getting these waves is because sometimes choppier type of heavier layered haircuts as they're growing out, it's gonna naturally create some sort of wave. So when you remove weight and you add layers, you're gonna be able to manipulate the hair. It's gonna go in all different directions. It's gonna be all over the place. That actually worked for him. I don't wanna say having a bad haircut could create this, but the fact that he had a lot of different layers. You can see it's shorter through here and a lot of movement, and also was pretty natural, to be honest with you. That's going to be able to allow you to get this type of hairstyle. I will say, tidal wave right here is going to be your best bet for products for all of these types of looks. All right, and I think it really is going to do the job for pretty much all of them. A very natural type of style, and I really hope you enjoyed these breakdowns. If you want to see more of these breakdowns, I really enjoy doing these. I'm probably going to go back to doing these 5 days a week. I mean, there's so many haircuts and hairstyles that I can break down, and I'm going to go through a whole bunch. So let me know in the comments below who you want to see, and I really enjoy doing this because not only do I get to go on a journey with the artist, with the person I'm talking about, but I'm also sharing education with you all. So if you want to use any of my products, especially Tidal Wave, use code YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com for 20% off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.